What is Databricks and why should you use it? Databricks is making over $3 billion in revenue and it's used by more than 10,000 companies. It's also behind some of the most advanced AI and analytics use cases today. But what is Databricks? Why are there so many businesses, from startups to global enterprises? Why are they building their entire data infrastructure around it? And more importantly, should you be doing the same? I'm Dan Williams, I'm a Databricks MVP and the Partner Solutions Architect Champion, and in this video I'm going to explain to you what is Databricks, how does it work, and who is it for. I also have the full story behind Databricks and Apache Spark in another video, so check it out after this one. In this video I'm going to cover the platform, the personas that are using it, and why it matters whether you're a company or just an engineer that's looking into Databricks and its technologies. To best answer what Databricks is and why it came about, we need to see what are the challenges that most companies face, because every solution comes as an answer to existing problems. And the first one is that data is still a mess. Most companies are using multiple platforms, one for ETL and orchestration, then you get another one for machine learning and AI, then you get another tool for governance, and many other tools for dashboards and BI. On top of that, data is siloed, okay? You get governance that is not consistent, and if you want to scale AI workflows and put machine learning models into production, all of these are huge pain points. Even with cloud adoption and big transformation projects, most companies are still struggling to embrace a unified approach that can work for all of their teams. That's exactly what Databricks evolved into, and that's exactly what they're trying to solve. So, what is Databricks? It's an open, unified platform for both data and AI. At its core, it combines Apache Spark for scalable data processing, you get Delta Lake for reliable, ACID-compliant storage, you get ML Flow for managing the machine learning lifecycle, you get Unity Catalog for governance, access control and lineage, and a whole lot of other tools and optimizations that companies can use to improve their data estate. All of these technologies create the foundation of the Lakehouse architecture, which is an evolution of data lakes and data warehouses. And with this architecture and the governance layer that can see your entire data estate, you get AI capabilities as well. So every team can interact with their data in a natural way. But what exactly is a lakehouse? It's a single platform where you can ingest raw data from any source, okay? Store it in an open format, like for example Delta or Iceberg. You can transform it at scale using Spark. You can run real-time or batch ETL processes, you can run machine learning pipelines, and you can power everything from SQL dashboards to generative AI applications. It's multi-cloud, it's open source, and you don't need to stitch together, like 10 different tools just to get insights about your business. The Lakehouse concept came about in 2020 after Delta Lake became mature, and today it's over 70% of global companies that are already adopting it or that they're already in the process of adopting it. This is what makes Databricks enterprise ready. You get a Lakehouse architecture that includes a centralized governance layer through Unity Catalog, you get a storage optimization layer that sits on top of your existing data lake, and you get various capabilities that sit on top of this, okay, from business intelligence to AI. Now, who should use Databricks? Let's talk about you as an individual contributor or you as a team. If you're a data engineer, you can build fast and reliable pipelines using Spark and Delta Lake. You can also create both batch and streaming jobs, and you won't have to manage much because job orchestration, auto-scaling, and serverless make engineering jobs a whole lot easier. Now, if you're a data scientist or if you're a machine learning engineer, you can train and deploy machine learning models directly on the platform. You can also use ML Flow to manage experiments, to manage versions, and see all of your metrics. And you can also serve models both with batch inference or real-time serving. And third, if you're a data analyst, you can run queries on big data sets. You can also explore and share insights all within your notebooks, or even better, okay? You can build dashboards or you can connect to BI tools like Power BI or Tableau. Okay, these are technical roles, but what about business teams? With Databricks Genie and the Data Intelligence Platform, even non-technical users can ask questions using simple natural language. For example, which products are underperforming this quarter or anything specific to your business area. And you're gonna get accurate answers immediately, okay? And that's all because your data is governed by Unity Catalog, and the large language model that analyzes that data actually understands the data relationships and the business context. Speaking of governance, there's something for security and governance teams as well. You can manage data privacy, you can manage data access and data lineage from one place. And you can maintain full control over data usage, both across teams, but also across tools, all within the Databricks environment. And specifically because of Unity Catalog and the integration of more and more AI models into Databricks' platform, now you can get more than just a unified data stack. You have a built-in semantic understanding of your company's data. You can use plain English to search and explore your data. You can get automated data quality checks. This is something that required a lot of effort many years ago. You can also optimize your workflows and have smarter orchestration. And you can have a secure and private deployment of generative AI models. If you're interested in the full founding story of Databricks and how an open source project turned into a $3 billion company, check out this short documentary. I'm gonna link it here. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and let me know down in the comments if you're using Databricks today. Also, if you like what you heard, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.